crunching matchup for the coveted gold. Can Mr. Mean beat the odds on the Wall of Death? Will Dar the Star outshine Sweet Stephanie in a hair-pulling punch-out? Plus, oh no, not the devastating alligator pit!
Carnival of freewheeling speed and free-falling mayhem, the roller derby is back.
It began in the 1930s and had gone largely unchanged on that familiar banked oval. But just as track and field athletes try always to run faster and jump higher, so it is that skaters demanded a stiffer test. Well, now they'll get it as the old roller derby advances to roller games with its figure-8 concourse that introduces a near vertical wall and an elevated jump. What hasn't changed in this sport are the grudges and the grouches, the falls and the brawls, the good guys and the bad. Hello, everyone, with David Sam's Chuck Underwood from the Super Roller Dome, where the skaters of Rollergames International are chomping at the bit for a shot at this brand new concept in a track.
Just wait till you see these skaters take on the 14-foot-high Wall of Death. It could be devastating. In the sky jump, and yes, the live alligator pit used during sudden death overtime. Chuck, that could be devastating.
Well, as witnessed about an hour ago, when the best laid plans of alligators and men went awry. Beneath the bleachers here in the Dome, the reptiles rebelled, they were loose, and in came that one-man security force, David, in that distinctive uniform of his.
Well, no doubt about it. The guy who spotted these giant lizards is the man responsible for them in the first place. There he is right there. They call him Animal, the fearless master of the roller gator. He wasted no time in getting this situation under control. Thank heavens, who knows what could have happened.
Well, the inclusion of the gators in the sport has been controversial, and it has divided the House. But by a 4-2 vote, the teams of Rollergames have chosen to include the reptiles, but only in a sudden death overtime. And we're not yet sure what the ramifications of that will be.
We'll have to wait and see. It's never been used before.
Well, now it's showtime, and here are the high-tech hard bodies of Rollergames.
Introducing first, the world-famous World Champion T-Birds!
19 World Championships in 30 years. This team plays by the rules, and they play hard. That's their owner right there, Bill Griffiths Jr., the T-Birds.
And now, introducing the Violators!
Well, this team can taste that World Championship, so they're after the T-Birds, even if they have to play by their own set of rules. That guy right there is the Skull.
To the track next, the Rockers!
This season, the Rockers are out to prove that they are as good on the track as in the recording studio. And they're managed by their entertainment attorney, the Shark of Century City, DJ.
Introducing the Bad Attitudes!
Here they are, the bad boys and girls of the league. This group of delinquents is out to topple the T-Bird dynasty for good. Georgia Haas leads them to no good. There she is right there.
And now, introducing Hot Flash!
Clearly, the upstarts of the league, these Hollywood hopefuls, are out to prove that they are more than just beautiful. One Valdez Lopez owns and manages them, and he is the ultimate party animal.
And now, introducing the Maniacs!
This group of mercenaries has a score to settle on their own, and they look to astrology for their game plan. Guru Drew is their mystical manager. Boy, Chuck, what a wacko.
Well, I think we'll learn throughout the season that he does not have exclusive rights to Wacko. Well, there they are, the teams of Rollergames International. Again, the Rolls-Royce of the sport for so many years has been the T-Birds, and 5 teams will be shooting at them, David, and of the 5, maybe 2 play by the rules.
Well, 2 that definitely do not play by the rules are the Violators and Bad Attitude, and tonight we'll see Bad Attitude take on the T-Birds in the first game.
Well, from our protected position in the booth, let's now go down to trackside and Shelly Jamison.
Now, the presence of live hungry alligators has some of the rock fans a little bit nervous tonight. before and didn't exactly think it would be heaven either. But I reassured him they're going to bite the bullet. We'll have great music and excellent skating.
The Commissioner's Cup of this championship series is the apple of everyone's eye, and what you'll see tonight will be 2 semifinal games followed by the championship contest between the 2 semifinal winners. 6 teams began this tournament, but now 2 have been eliminated, Hot Flash and the Maniacs. And referee Don Lastra begins this first semifinal between the red, white, and blue T-Birds and the black-jerseyed Bad Attitude. In this sport, only the guys wearing the helmets can score, and the lead jetter, as they are called, is Dynamite Daryl Davis of the T-Birds, trying to get above those lines. Behind him is the Bulldog Scott Casto. Over the jet jump they come, and they both got 2 on the wall and 2 points on the jump. Now they will fight and brawl and try to pass individual opponents. That's how they then score additional individual points. Monster Man Bernie Jackson in the black is dropped to the rail by Icebox, and Dynamite Daryl Davis passes all 3 additional black jerseys. There's one of them, Scott Casto, and he stops the cycle prematurely by tapping his helmet.
Here's how you score on the Wall of Death. Anything above the top line is 6 points. Anything between the first and the second line is 2 points. But of course, you must take 3 big strides in order to get the score.
Well, perhaps tonight's grudge to watch involves the 2 titans of the league.
No doubt about it, it's going to be the Monster Man, who may try to use a few scare tactics of his own, and the Icebox, who has vowed to use his new deep freeze play. Keep your eyes glued.
In that first scoring cycle, the T-Birds scored 7, Bad Attitude 4, and Bad Attitude's number 6 is Charlie Saunders, a new jetter. Behind him, Speedy Gonzalez, who takes them both down. Remember, each scoring cycle lasts 45 seconds. Gonzalez behind, trying to catch up and pass Charlie Saunders. Ahead of them, teams are blocking both offensively and defensively. There's the Monster Man tying up Speedy Gonzalez. Well, and now helping him to the concrete below. That will clear it up for Charlie Saunders to score points with under 5 seconds left in the cycle. And the whistle stops it, and Saunders scored well for Bad Attitude.
Wait a minute, what's going on? The Monster Man is attacking Dynamite Daryl. I don't believe this. What kind of a matchup is that?
Well, it's 5 feet 4 inches of Dynamite Daryl against the Monster Man, who weighs 220.
Now he's going after little Ralphie Valadares, the living legend. Unbelievable.
In for the rescue is the Icebox, but he's now getting the worst of it with the Monster Man.
This guy just won't stop, Chuck. Oh, now he's walking on him.
And it is a day in the life of Rollergames.
What a bully. Here's the starting lineup for Bad Attitude, led by the big bully himself, Monster Man. And the living legend, Ralphie Valadares, leads the T-Bird pack.
For the Monster Man, Bernie Jackson has reason to celebrate. His Bad Attitude scored well in that scoring cycle and now lead the T-Birds 15-11. Dr. Fu in the black helmet is the new jetter for Bad Attitude, and it is BB Blockbuster, Billy Bob Bibas, say that 3 times, leading up the Wall of Death. Can he get 3 steps above the top line? No. Both men get 2 points on the Wall of Death, and by keeping their balance over the jump, they get an additional 2 each. Dr. Fu slamming away at BB Blockbuster. Over the rail he goes, now to try to pass as many individual opponents as possible. Gets tagged by Dynamite Daryl Davis. Monster Man coming up to help. Oh, and he rides Dynamite right off the track, and that's a single point for Dr. Fu as he gets by Dynamite. Can he get around Ralphie for still another point? Nope.
What a hit, Chuck.
The cycle ends. And the score is now Bad Attitude 21 and T-Bird 17 with 52 seconds remaining on our LA Gear scoreboard.
Keep in mind that each period is 5 minutes in length.
And there's one of your favorites, David, the Eye of the Hurricane in this league, Georgia Haas, manager of Bad Attitude.
She hates TV cameras, no doubt about it.
There's the box. 357 rather lovable pounds. His jetter now in what is going to be the final cycle of this first period. Remember, the women are coming up. Will be Ralphie Valadares in the red, white, and blue. And the Monster Man, Bernie Jackson, getting 2 points, as does Ralphie on the wall. And both, yes, get 2 on the jump.
Ralphie Valadares, the living legend. He's earned respect the hard way by playing by the rules.
They both swept by the Jetpacks there and scored quick points. They're going to now try to do it again. The Monster Man is trying to ride Ralphie to the outside, but he gets tagged off the track. And the cycle ends.
There is the deep freeze play. There it is. The icebox in his deep freeze. He nailed the Monster Man, and the crowd loves it.
As the first period comes to a close with the icebox in triumph playing to the crowd.
The deep freeze play.
The score in this first semifinal game is 28-27. Bad Attitude leads the T-Birds. And coming up will be the second period of play with the ladies of this sport, as well as our halftime headliners, Warrant and Deborah Harry. We'll be back.